Great news for the war against fake news today, guys. Before we begin with this story, make sure to drop a like on this video. It only takes a second for you, but it makes the channel rank better in terms of search and discovery. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the newest videos. Do you guys remember Nick Sandman? The kid that was demonized and defamed for wearing a MAGA hat? You know, that 16-year-old kid that did nothing wrong except for standing and smirking at the face of an Indian man, feathers not dots, who banged the drum in his face and hummed a native song. The media recklessly reported on the story, said that Nick and the other kids were taunting the man, that they were aggressive towards him and chanting "build a wall," even though there was zero evidence to support that narrative. Do you remember piece of shit grifters like Kathy Griffin trying to dox the kids for wearing a MAGA hat and standing motionless at the face of a man humming a weird tune in front of them? Do you guys remember the Indian activist Nathan Phillips lying about being a Vietnam veteran? Well, good news for us today, because there is finally a price for fake news. CNN had settled their $275 million lawsuit with Nick Sandman. Contrary to popular belief, settling a lawsuit does not mean you admit guilt. It's definitely not a good look in the public eye, but it usually means you don't want to pay all the legal fees and you're better off paying the settlement. When it's a situation like this, however, where a private citizen sues a big company like CNN, they usually can withstand the legal fees and try to bleed dry the guy who's suing them. They probably settled because Nick's case is solid and they're better off paying this undisclosed amount rather than going to trial, paying the legal fees, and risking that Nick would win the lawsuit for $225 million. At this point, I don't think you can argue anymore that CNN is not a political propaganda tool for the DNC. You just need to take a quick look at all the shit they pulled in the last couple of years, either when they cover conservative related topics or even when they talk about Bernie Sanders. Seeing everything they did will make your head explode in rage. It's good, however, that there's finally recourse to their behavior and that they are finally paying for what they deliberately did. Don't kid yourself for a second and think that the Nick Sandman situation was some sort of mistake and it was not avoidable at all. They were crafting a narrative that was very poorly supported and had no facts behind it whatsoever. If they employed the mildest of journalistic standards, they wouldn't be settling a $275 million lawsuit for an undisclosed amount. No more dirty tricks for defaming people and ruining their lives for ratings and clicks. And hopefully Nick goes on to the other 54 people and news organizations on his list and wins or settles every single case there for his favor. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to drop a like and leave your opinions in the comments. Peace.